We are now talking to Maryland wide receiver recruit Tai Felton. What's going on, Tai?
Nothing much. How you guys doing?
Oh man, what can I say? I'm a little tired, man. I'm a little tired, a little storytelling, but you got to keep on going, keep moving, and doing what we do best, as you know.
Yep, I feel that for sure.
How are you and your family doing with this pandemic?
We're doing great. We're hanging in there. We're just trying to wait for this pass over so we can get back to our regular lives. But we're hanging in there, doing pretty good.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have a younger sister. She's 13 years old.
Well, I've been reading a lot about Maryland. We've interviewed a lot of big-time recruits for the next couple of years for Maryland. It's an incredible recruiting class. I think this year they were ranked in a top 15 in recruitments and recruiting class. What are your thoughts to Maryland's recruiting class this year and moving forward as a Maryland player?
It's a great class. Coach Locks is building something very special with Maryland. We're rebuilding, of course, trying to get back on the map, trying to do something in Big Ten. I think we have a lot of good guys in our situation, a lot of great guys, personality-wise, and great football players on the field. And I think the future is bright for us because it's a bunch of DMV guys staying home and trying to put on for DMV and try to bring something special to the University of Maryland for the state of Maryland.
Well, I like to go to the DMV too. I just don't like to sit there,
Yeah.
I was just being a little funny, That was a stupid joke. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, good.
So, you brought up Loxley. It's a very young coaching staff as a whole. Maryland went through a big scandal 2 years ago with DJ Durkin when he was there as the head coach. Obviously, he got suspended and eventually fired by the NCAA. So it's a very new coaching staff. So what was it about that coaching staff that really got you most hooked on the Maryland program?
Well, as you guys might know, Coach Locks, he's from Bama. He worked with Coach Saban. He was the office coordinator with Bama. He went to national championship, won national championship with Tua. And just the fact how he's trying to bring that Alabama-type winning culture to the University of Maryland. And just knowing that he's trying to bring that winning culture to the University of Maryland, just trying to flip the whole situation around because Maryland wasn't really that good with DJ Durkin. And just knowing that he brought like some of the Alabama staff with him and just trying to get back on the right track and in the future, try to get the future bright for us.
Now, wide receiving position is a pre-madonna position. We were just talking to Princeton wide receiver recruit Matthew Mahoney, and I asked him the same question. And I put Julio Jones in the conversation. So I'm going to take Julio Jones out of the pre-madonna conversation, even though he's one of the top wide receivers in the league. So let's talk about Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Antonio Brown, all the different pre-madonna wide receivers. Great wide receivers, Terrell Owens, Chad Ochocinco, those are prima donnas, okay? Being that it's a prima donna position now and you see some of these players come from college football, do you see yourself as that prima donna player, or you see yourself as a team player, not a me player, moving forward, going over there to Maryland?
I definitely see myself as a team guy. I like to support my teammates, whatever we do. Because at the end of the day, you can't win just by yourself. It's a team game, 11 players on the field. You have to have chemistry with your teammates, chemistry with the quarterback in order to win games. And just playing me ball is really not going to win you any games, especially at the collegiate level. So it's gonna have to be a team ball game to win the national championship.
Is there any particular type of wide receiver or specific wide receiver that you build your game around, or was a big influence you on your football growing up?
So I like watching Julio Jones growing up. My dad's from Atlanta. He's a huge Atlanta Falcons fan. And but I've usually gotten the comparison to Calvin Ridley because same build and same size.
I love you already, man, because believe it or not, buddy, I am a pure believer of Calvin Ridley. I love Calvin Ridley. I watched him play college ball. I remember when he was drafted, I wanted the Jets to draft him. The Jets passed up on him like a lot of teams. I think Calvin was late teens pick.
Yeah, he was like 26 or something when he was supposed to go in the middle half of the draft, or even sometimes top 10.
Yeah, I think Calvin Ridley is a fantastic player, and I love him, and I think he's going to have a fantastic season. He was one of my picks to be one of the top wide receivers in the league this year. I think he's going to completely take over from the Atlanta Falcons, even over Julio Jones.
After a good start, 101 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just getting the comparison to Calvin Ridley because same build, skinny guys, kind of physical, good route running. So just getting that comparison with him was pretty exciting. I kind of like to compare my games to him and try to take some tips from he does, and try to put it in my game. So yeah.
Well, if you're anything like Calvin Ridley, I could be your agent. So
yeah, I'll be one soon.
yeah, well, you can come and talk to me. I'm pretty good at negotiating contracts. So there you go, man. I mean, I'm not an agent. I never went to school for being a lawyer, but I met a lot of agents that never went to school being a lawyer either. Do very, very well. Work with a lot of NHL players that are in the NHL right now. So it's all about negotiating a deal and understanding how to market your players. So, but if you're anything like Calvin Ridley, you'll be in the NFL. There's no question, because guys like Calvin Ridley come once, I believe, once in a generation. I don't think there's a lot of people like Calvin Ridley in the league. You say whatever you want. Oh, there's a million great wide receivers. Yeah, but Calvin Ridley does a lot of different things that other wide receivers don't do. One thing is he's a good blocker. For a guy his size and what he does at the line of scrimmage, he's a good blocker, and he's a very physical person for a guy his size. So there are not a lot of wide receivers. Odell Beckham is not a physical guy. He's not. You want to get into Odell Beckham's head, you push him around. That's how you get into Odell Beckham's head. You saw what Josh Norman did when he played for the Giants.
And the other corner that threatened him.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is get it. Jarvis Landry is a guy that he's very aggressive. He's a very contact happy player. There are not many guys like that in the NFL. Julio Jones is a guy like that. I mean, he gets better as the contact comes to him. There are some, but most of them are big and strong. Calvin Ridley is not a big man. So I love Calvin Ridley. So if you're anything like Calvin Ridley, my friend, I could be your agent, bud. Route running is probably the most important thing when it comes to wide receivers. Is there one weakness you have when it comes to your route running, or are you a good route runner all in all?
With my, I feel like I'm a great route runner. I feel like I improve my route running every day, because I usually go to the field every day and try to improve, try to work, see on stuff. For the most part, I feel like I'm a great route runner. So, but of course, I can always improve. So I keep on working on that too. So yeah.
So going back to college football, the Big Ten, your conference that you're going to be entering, just made a very unique decision. They're going to start the season in October. They're going to kind of do an 8-game with a different college football conference championship setup. So how do you think this will affect the conference going forward? And also, do you think as well that this will affect the college football playoff?
For the most part, I don't think it will affect the conference that much. And I think some of the smaller schools of the Big Ten, they're going to have to play like a harder schedule, since usually they play Ohio State, Michigan, and all those teams in a row. But I think they have to play harder schedules, and I don't think it really affects college football playoff that much. I feel like NCAA will make it work, as they always been doing. And I feel like at the end of the day, just getting to see them play again is very exciting. So I think they're just fine, just getting the season at least, because at first they weren't supposed to have a season. So I think everybody's excited to see them play again. So yeah.
Are you a dancer? What kind of music do you like to listen to? Are you a Little Baby fan? Please tell me no.
I am for sure a Little Baby fan.
Oh my
That's
God.
You're waiting for the first recruit that doesn't like Little Baby.
I'm trying to find a recruit to tell me I can't stand that guy, Little Baby. I mean, everybody likes this guy. I mean, seriously. I mean, I hear this guy all the time, and I am in the music industry too. I've never met Little Baby, but he's like a phenomenon now. Everybody loves him. And the first person I hear that comes out of my mouth, what kind of music like Little Baby? I mean, Little Baby? I mean, how many littles are there? There's Little Zane, Little Baby, Little Wayne, Little Ass, Little Butthole. I mean,
they're not original.
I mean, seriously, how many littles are there? I mean, seriously. Anyways, Little Poopy. How's that? I mean, I've been watching that. What's that? Not documentary. There's a TV show. How to Be a Rapper or something like that with in Atlanta. What's that guy? Oh my God, the producer Jermaine Dupri, and he's Jermaine Dupri has all these young hip hop artists come to his house, and he puts them on like his show where he puts them through these different subjects or these different topics, and they go through it, and then he picks a winner at the end of the whole show. It's really interesting. But there was a kid on his show called Little Poopy. Okay, Little Poopy, and you know why he got that name? His father said he liked to poop all over the place, including his, pick up his own poop and put it on his face. So they call him Little Poopy.
That's a terrible name.
I mean, seriously, man. How do you sell that? Oh, what's your name? Little Poopy. What's up, Poopy? I mean, I'm serious. You might as well. I could tell you what I really will call him, but I don't want to say it on live radio. I've said enough today, so I'm not going to say it. As you guys know, we are talking to Maryland wide receiver recruit Tai Felton, who's a little baby fan, another little baby fan. So I'm not happy with you now, Ty. I'm not. Do you like any rock music? Could you throw me off on this one? Throw me a curveball?
No rock music for me. I mean, sometimes I hop in the car, my quarterback puts on country music.
Oh, my God. There it is.
There it is. Songs. Not really a lot, but I'm more of a little baby rock type guy. So, yeah.
See, I don't even, Speedy, I don't even have to ask him that question. I could just say, okay, you're a little baby fan.
You're waiting for the first recruit to not be a little baby fan, and he'll be your favorite recruit.
I heard his album. I didn't get the chance to listen to his album. I usually get all the albums early because I am a pretty well-known DJ, so I usually get their albums before everybody gets to hear them. I've got his album. I haven't really listened to his album because it just annoys me. Some of the music, it's like he's got 3 songs in the top 20, and 2 of them I don't even understand. Go ahead, Speedy.
All right, so we were talking about the Big Ten earlier. What opponent in the Big Ten are you most looking forward to facing, and why?
Oh, definitely Penn State. 100% Penn State. And I would say because so when I committed to Maryland, usually in my area, I'm a big Penn State fan. So there's a lot of trash talk, and Penn State beats me every year. Penn State this, Penn State that. So there's a lot of hype behind the game. So I would definitely say Penn State is a very exciting opponent I want to play, and hopefully get up. Beat them.
One of our hosts of our morning show, he went to Penn State, so he's probably not happy to hear that.
Well, good, because Penn State stinks. Okay, I don't like Penn State either. So there you go. I grew up a Florida State fan, so I never liked Penn State.
You hate Penn State and Wisconsin.
I can't stand the Badgers. Okay, and you know what? Jill actually reached out to me, our social media person. And she told me that we're getting another Wisconsin kid on our show in a couple of weeks. So,
oh, boy.
So, and she says, I know you don't like Wisconsin. I'll be nice to the kid, but I am not a Badgers fan. I have a vendetta. I don't know, man. Ty, I don't understand it. When I was a kid, I just couldn't stand it. Just as much as I couldn't stand North Carolina in college basketball.
Well, that makes a little more sense. You're a Duke fan. They're direct rivalries. Florida State and Wisconsin, I don't know if they're direct rivalries.
I can't stand North Carolina as much as I can't stand Wisconsin. It's just like a thing when I was a kid. I grew up a Duke fan, just as much as Florida State. So I for some reason, I have this vendetta against Wisconsin. I don't like their team. I don't like their boring, the way they play. I don't like anything.